You know that feeling, right? You search for something online, you use the perfect words, but the results you get back are just completely off. It's like the computer saw the words, but it totally missed the point. So what if your search engine actually had a brain? Well, today we're diving into a piece of tech that's trying to do exactly that. It's called Weaviate.
And this slide just nails the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got your traditional keyword search. You type in coolest big cat, and what does it give you? A storage company. Seriously, because it just latched onto the words cool and cat. But now look at the right. That's semantic search. It understands the concept of a coolest big cat, and boom, you get a snow leopard. It's not about matching text anymore, it's about grasping your intent.
You know, this shift from just matching words to actually grasping concepts, it's a massive turning point in database history. For decades, search was just a sophisticated game of find the word. The real holy grail for engineers was figuring out how in the world do you build a database that doesn't just read your query, but actually comprehends it. And that is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? We already had databases that were pretty good at math, finding things that were numerically similar. But what about meaning? What about all the nuance and context that we humans understand so easily? That one question really set the stage for a whole new kind of technology.
And the answer to that question? Well, it's Weaviate. Now, at its heart, it's a vector database, but it comes with a critical upgrade. It's designed to speak the language of modern AI, specifically models called transformers. And that's exactly what gives it these incredible semantic superpowers.
So let's break it down. What is Weaviate? It's an open-source platform that came on the scene in 2019, built for this new kind of semantic search. The secret sauce is how it blends the raw power of vector search with the deep contextual brain of those AI transformer models. The result? Search results that finally feel like they get you.
And it's incredibly versatile. First off, being open source is a huge deal. It also handles way more than just text. We're talking images, audio, the whole 9 yards. It's truly multimodal. Plus, it plays nicely with all the big names in AI you've heard of, like OpenAI and Hugging Face, and it's built to scale up without breaking a sweat.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does it actually do all this? How does a database learn to understand anything? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine that's driving this whole revolution in search. The magic really begins with something called embeddings. Now, this is a mind-blowing concept. The idea is you take any piece of data, a sentence, a picture, whatever, and you translate it into a long list of numbers, a vector. But this vector isn't random. It's a mathematical fingerprint that actually captures the meaning and context of that data. The whole thing works in 4 key steps. First, you feed your data into the system. Then, those powerful transformer models act like a universal translator, turning all that data into the numerical embeddings we just talked about. Third, Weaviate organizes all these vectors so they can be retrieved in a flash. And then, the final step. You ask a question and the system finds the vectors that are conceptually closest to what you asked for. It's retrieval by meaning.
But here's what's really, really smart. Weaviate knows that keyword search is still super useful for specific things, like a product code. And vector search is amazing for finding concepts. So Weaviate doesn't make you choose. Its hybrid search gives you both at the same time, the sharp precision of keywords and the broad contextual awareness of vectors. You get the best of both worlds.
Okay, the tech is cool. I think we've established that. But why does it actually matter? What's the real-world impact? Because this isn't just some technical curiosity. It's already having a major effect on how we all interact with AI and information.
I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. Weaviate isn't just another database. It's more like a foundational piece of infrastructure, a bridge that connects the old structured world of traditional search with the fluid, intelligent world of modern AI.
And we are already seeing this stuff in action all around us. Think about chatbots that can actually follow the nuance of a conversation, or recommendation engines that suggest a movie based on the vibe you're looking for, not just the genre. It's even being used as the long-term memory for complex AI agents, letting them learn and remember over time.
So to really appreciate what Weaviate is, you kind of have to zoom out and look at where it fits in the grand timeline of database history. This isn't just another incremental update. It's an evolution. It's the moment where search really started to become understanding.
And this timeline lays it out perfectly. Back in the 90s, it was all about matching exact words. Then, around 2017, we got tools like FAIS that could find things that were mathematically similar, a big step up.
But just 2 years later, Weaviate kicks the door open on the era of true semantic search. We finally got a way to search for what we mean, not just what we type.
When you look at that whole journey, that whole arc of history, from simple word lookups to complex comprehension, Weaviate really is the brain of the operation. It's the part that injects genuine understanding into the whole process of finding data.
And that leaves us with one last fascinating thought to chew on. For the first time, we can give our massive collections of data a real capacity for understanding. So the question is no longer just how we search. The question is, what incredible, profound new questions are we finally going to be able to ask?